Hey yo, what the fuck?
I'm not homophobic, I swear. I just got done watching Tomodachi Game, and because of how wild the show was, I thought, why not make a video on it? Hey guys, Dark Hero Josh here, and today we're going to be talking about one of the more crazier animes I've seen this year, Tomodachi Game. But before we get into this video, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what other animes do you guys want me to talk about on this channel in the near future. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into this video. Now, Tomodachi Game is a psychologically thrilling anime that actually got its anime adaptation earlier on in this year's spring season. The manga for Tomodachi Game actually released quite a while ago, all the way back in December of 2012. Which is low-key surprising because of how good this series is. It should have gotten an anime adaptation sooner, but who cares? Since everybody was hyping up the main character of the series, Yuichi, and how he's the best manipulator in all of anime, I had no choice but to see for myself if that was actually true or false. To give a quick synopsis of this anime, Tomodachi Game, aka Friendship Game, is an anime that revolves around 5 high school best friends, aka the main cast of the series: Tenji Mikasa, Yutori Kokorogi, Makoto Shibe, Shiho Sawaragi, and our main character himself, Yuichi Katagiri, who has promised his 4 best friends that they'll all go to the school field trip together. But suddenly one day, the collected funds for the whole class trip get stolen. And you will not believe how much got stolen. Not 1, but 2 fucking million yen. Let's just convert that into CAD real quick. And 19,370, you have got to be kidding me. Nah, that's actually crazy. Whoever stole that about to go on a crazy shopping spree for real. But anyways, later that day they end up getting kidnapped and sooner or later wake up in a strange white room. I know, the anime just escalated from like 1 to 1,000 not even 10 minutes into the first episode, but they later find out that one of them out of the 5 have purposely entered them into what is referred to as the Tomodachi Game, haha, name drop by the way, to take care of the massive debt that that person is in. Throughout this whole anime, the bonds between the 5 friends are assessed and the challenges will either test or destroy their faith in one another. Now, I don't know about you, but a synopsis like that would get me to almost instantly start the series. And after watching the anime, I low-key regret not watching it sooner while it was airing earlier this year. The story for this anime was great, and the plot twists to add on were something else, man. It was like they kept throwing twist after twist after twist after twist at us and we couldn't catch a break. And the secrets being thrown around in this anime were unbelievable, and it kinda makes you question if everyone's friendship was really as close as they made it out to be. Unlike most anime nowadays, this anime fell rather fast, yet kept me interested and engaged in the show for every single minute I've watched, which made me kinda glad knowing that I haven't gotten this feeling in such a long while. Overall, the story kept me entertained and kept making me want to watch the next episode after the previous one ended. About the characters of this anime, they were definitely something else, especially these 2. These 2 shocked me the most out of all the characters we were introduced to. But on a real note, by the end of episode 12, the character I was most invested in was of course Yuichi Katagiri. So let's talk about him for a bit. In a world where friendship and money are the 2 most important things in the world, Yuichi, our main protagonist, was told friendship was the most important thing, more than money. But later on in the episodes, we see a different side of him, a more manipulative side of him. You see, during his childhood, he was told by his mother that friendship was the most important thing in the world, but at the same time he was being told the opposite, that money was the most important thing in the world by his sensei. We see these 2 sides of Yuichi almost fight for control as if he has some sort of split personality. We find out sooner or later that this almost evil and greedy side of him was actually his past self. When we find out during the end of the second game that Yuichi has killed people before, it sets up a constant curiosity at the back of our heads wondering just how evil this guy was in his previous life. This anime happens to do this quite a lot, planting seeds earlier on in the series with secrets about our main characters, but not touching upon them for a while, making us have to push those thoughts at the back of our heads, making us wait in constant anticipation for what's to come. Although this may seem annoying at first, I've grown to love this method as it does build up the tension of the series for me, and overall I know I'll get one hell of a reaction from it. The rest of the cast weren't necessarily bad, they're just pretty cool and average to me. They just didn't interest and entertain me the same way Yuichi did for those 12 episodes. As for the manga of Tomodachi Game, I'm currently on chapter 37, and all I gotta say so far is that it's going great. I'm not gonna spoil too much of the manga that I've read up to so far because this is an anime review and for my anime onlys, but I do like the more mature art style this manga has to offer, and they low-key make Yuichi look way scarier than he does in the anime, which isn't a bad thing as it's something that I weirdly like for some reason. After many people have been telling me to start the manga, saying that the anime is trash in comparison to the manga, I have really high expectations for this series, and I hope I end up loving the series by the end of it, as the manga is completed. But if there's a lot of content in the manga to just generally talk about on my channel, then I'll make a video dedicated to the manga of Tomodachi Game. For my final thoughts on the anime, I thought that Tomodachi Game is a very appealing and entertaining anime, especially if you're someone who's been wanting to get back into anime after a recent burnout or something of the sort. Overall, I definitely dig Tomodachi Game's vibe it has to offer and recommend it. Now, my thought might change after I read the manga in an either good or bad way, but I'll let you guys know regardless. And with that, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and comment down below what other anime you guys want me to review next on the channel. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great day and see ya.